Hi, I'm Duncan. I recently moved, and in that process, I ended up donating a whole bunch of my yarn. I mean, boxes and boxes and boxes, where the situation was that I had taught myself how to crochet like a year and a half ago. So at the beginning of 2024. And I just overconsumed, and I bought too much. And when it came time for me to move, it really bit me in the butt. And I had to make a decision and I had to say, you know what, you can keep one box and you have to get rid of all the rest and donate it. I didn't throw it away, I donated it. But hi Dorian. He's gonna come hang out with us. But I donated a bunch of yarn, but I wanted to show off in today's video that's cat's tail what it was that I kept. So without further ado, here is my okay, I love you Dorian. You have to move. Here is the box that I kept with me. On the top drawer, this has some random, it has a pillow in here. This has hooks and needles. This random like ball I made out of like the gay men's pride flag. And then also this scrap mohair that is a very long story of frogging that I'd rather not get into. um, Down here I have a something that I made. I'm a Unitarian Universalist, and this actually has the flaming chalice. I don't think you're going to be able to see it on camera, but it has the flaming chalice like on there. I just like skipped a stitch for every other stitch to like make the pattern. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, And then now we're kind of getting into the yarn that I actually kept. So first off, I kept this Pansy yarn. It's like a lavender. It's from Joann's. I kept most of my Joann's stuff because it was a natural. A lot of it was cotton or wool, and I like working with that kind of thing. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe socks. Um, that's a whole story. I knit like half of a sock like 2 weeks ago, and it didn't work out. But I absolutely loved it and want to knit a million more socks. I just have to finish the projects that I'm working on before I can do that. I also kept a couple balls of this. I think this is acrylic. It's just like this gray yarn. I definitely got this from Hobby Lobby when I was still buying from them. I actually got it on clearance since it was very cheap. It was $3.14 per ball of yarn, and I bought maybe 5 or 6 of them, and I've used the other 2 or 3 on various projects. I know one of them I made like a a book cover. I've made a couple of things with them. Um, I also kept a whole bunch of this wool yarn. I have it in green here as well as purple. The purple is a little bit. The purple I have more balls of, but they're a bunch of tiny balls like this, whereas like I have full skeins of these green yarns with like the label still on them. I am basically planning on making a whole bunch of socks with these. I'll probably get sick of making socks before I run out of yarn, so I'll have to come up with something else to do, but that is kind of my plan with them. I also kept this, it's 50% cotton and 50% wool, which was like so interesting to me, and it makes such an interesting like texture. Um, I really want to make socks with this as well, actually. Um, but I'll get to that at some point, I guess. I kept a small ball of this yarn here, more so for sentimental value. It's a funny story, but basically, when I initially met my boyfriend, I um, had started crocheting a blanket, and his cousin happened to be pregnant around that time that I was finishing the blanket. So I was like, "Here, you should have this blanket as a baby blanket." And it's funny we didn't actually pre-plan it or anything, but it like matches her baby's nursery aesthetics because this yarn was actually, you can see there's green and red in here, but there was also some yellow and blue, and those were kind of, that was the theme. So that worked out really well. So it's more for sentimental value. I'll have to, it's such a small amount. I feel like I have to do something with it, but I'm not sure what I would do, but I'll figure it out maybe. I kept this pink yarn here. I found this at Goodwill actually. I got like a whole bag full of ball after ball of yarn. I made like 3 or 4 blankets out of the stuff, and a bunch of little projects. But I've still got this ball of yarn, and I kind of want to take it. I just finished the book Wicked, and I kind of want to take like the green yarn here, and then use the pink as like an accent, and do like a book cover with it. I'm a little bit obsessed with that book right now, as well as the movie and the musical. I love them all. I was a big theater kid growing up. I kept this like variegated ball of yarn here. Actually, my boyfriend pointed this out to me on when we were at Joann's one time, and I just thought it was really pretty. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. I kind of want to do like an open knit or like an open crocheted, like a really breathy like summer top or something. I'm not exactly sure what if I would have enough yarn, or maybe I could do the body with this yarn and then do like something else for the sleeves or something. Um, but that's sort of my intentions with this yarn. There's 2 more stray balls of my wool here. And then I have this mohair. So this is like green mohair with like almost like a really dark blue like fingering weight yarn. I can't remember where I got these, but I know that I got them at 2 different craft stores and then like wound them together myself. I've used this for a couple of projects. I've used it to mend a friend's sweater. Um, and then I don't know, I made like a little swatch with it or something. And I've made the cuffs of a cardigan with it. But I've got a ball of this left over and I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but it was nice yarn and so I wanted to keep it. Other than that, I also have 2 balls of this. I think it's rayon. It's a rayon from bamboo. It's like a very um, silky material. Whatever I do with it, I definitely want to knit with it. I don't really want to crochet with it because I want it to have a nice, smooth feel, I guess. I also kept, I don't even know that I can show all of these, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 balls of this yarn here. I got this from Joann's. I call it my night sky yarn because to me, I think it looks like Van Gogh's night sky, but it's actually called, I'm totally going to butcher this name. Iditarod. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I don't know if that's going to show up properly in the camera for you to pronounce it. But I absolutely love this yarn. I made a sweater for myself with it. I'm making like a t-shirt for myself. Yeah, I absolutely love this yarn. And so when Joann's was closing, I went and bought like 15 balls of it or something because I really wanted to make like multiple pieces of clothing with it. But yeah, other than that, I also have a couple of whips, which I think I'm gonna go grab really quickly. Okay, I'm back with my whips. I have here my little t-shirt that I'm working on. I just want to do like something for like the hem and for the neckline and for the sleeves at the end, just some kind of a border, and then I'm gonna be finished with this, you know. And then I also have a scarf that I'm working on here. Here is how it is looking so far. I am loving the colors. I also have a yellow and blue in here and a brown. A yellow, a blue, and a brown. And I'm gonna add that into this sweater or this scarf. Yeah, and the cat has to with that. But I guess that's it. That's the yarn that.
And this is the point where my audio got a little bit weird, but what about you guys? Have you guys ever had to donate a bunch of yarn? Or have y'all thought about donating a bunch of yarn, downsizing your stash? Or have you thought about getting more yarn? Let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing y'all's comments, and please like and subscribe.